What's up everyone, LoR here, and today I'm going to do some ranked play with my Grand Navigator deck, and I've made some changes to it, so I'm going to share that with you, and then we're going to dive right in. Before I dive in, check out this brand new game called Gemstone Legends, which I've been playing for a little while. It is a super cool take on the match 3 style of gameplay, but it's a lot deeper than a lot of the games that I've seen up to this point. And I'm curious to know what you think, so if you want to download it, in the description of this video, you're going to find a link and a code, #lion#, which you can use to get some free stuff. Now, that's the only way to get some free stuff, so you're going to want to make sure to download it from that. But when you do, Gemstone Legends was very generous to my viewers, so you're going to get some really good stuff to start off on the right foot. All right, now for today's content. So in my experience playing with this, sometimes I would get a handful of Grand Plazas or spells, and I'm supposed to be a really aggressive deck. So while it is really aggressive when I would get those hands, it wasn't really good. So one thing that I looked to do was to change the curve and make it more aggressive. Previously, 1 and 2 was down a little bit, and 3 was a lot higher, and 4, 5, and 6 are about the same. But basically, I shifted things around a little bit here to move the curve up towards the lower end of the mana 1, 2, and 3. We'll see. That does power down some of the creatures a little bit, although it does make it faster. So what I hope for is to be able to get out underneath opponents a little bit quicker and then swing in with the bigger things later on. We'll just have to see if that works out. But a couple of the changes are, I added in this 1-drop Cythria of the Cloudfield, which was in my Scouts deck previously, because it's just a pretty good generic 1-drop. And let's see what else I did here. I took 1 Ranger's Resolve out. This hired gun is one thing that I brought in. There's a secondary mechanic in this particular deck called Challenger, and so this kind of adds to that. It's like fake Challenger, but it gives vulnerable to an enemy, so you can block it on purpose if you want to. And then this is another thing I added, because I'm just huge on removal. If I'm going to play spells, I kind of just want to remove their creatures. So at least here, it gives me the flexibility to choose what I want to remove and who I want to be engaging in combat, and it is at fast speed, so I can do this in combat if I want to. So I think that that's nice. As far as down here, I took out 1 Grand Plaza. I was playing and had several matches where I draw all 3, and that just felt really bad because I'm trying to overload the board with creatures and I can't whenever these are taking the space up. So I don't know if it's good or bad to take out this, but I found that that 3 spot was pretty clogged with Misfortune, the Grand Plaza, and then also you still have Relentless Pursuit and Petty Officer here. So I did take out a Relentless Pursuit as well. I was finding I wasn't always using these because often I just didn't have enough creatures out. Either there were too many Grand Plazas, or they were killing my creatures or whatever. So I do like Relentless Pursuit, but I found I really only needed 1 or 2 per game to do what I needed to win. So I think I can do without 1. We'll have to see though. And then I left the rest pretty much unchanged. These are all good cards up here, kind of game ending ones. So that's what I did. Let's play it and see what happens. We're going to do some ranked play. All right, Ragnar. What you got? All right, I don't have any 1-drops. So I got a nice 2 and a nice 3. Let's try to get a 1-drop. Oh, that didn't really help. Let's just hope that first card I draw is a 1-drop. Feels bad going into to play an aggressive deck and go into turn 2 without a 1-drop. But here we go. We got the 1-drop, so I'm glad with that. Do they have a 1-drop, or can we sneak in some damage? Ah, good. Some cheap damage here. I usually like to wait and play this after I've been able to get the plunder, but I mean, what's nice about that card is its flexibility. So all right, so this is interesting. I have choices here too. I can summon Valor, or I can summon this hired gun, and it kind of depends on what they're gonna do.
Charged up and ready to go.
Okay. So let's see, next turn, I can play Misfortune. Who do I want if I'm going to play Misfortune? I don't think it really matters, right? Maybe the flexibility of, you know, it just really doesn't matter. Let's go with that. I guess one thing that Valor has that Hired Gun doesn't have is the Scout ability, so there's that, you know. I could potentially play Misfortune next turn, attack with just this to try and kill that, get another attack.
That's a bunch.
Yeah, I'm not blocking, so that's fine. Alright, Misfortune. And let's hope they don't, like, kill her or put out some, like, huge thing. But I can definitely get rid of this unless they're able to, like, buff it. So let's start with the Scout. I'm gonna pull this in. Alright, so do I attack this golden crush bot? It can just kill whatever. I am very fast though, so maybe I just go for it.
Let's get to it.
2, 3. So that'll deal 3 damage, and then one more. Let's just let him block whoever he wants to. I don't really care. Because if he blocks Misfortune... Yeah, this is fine. Because he's going to leave the Scout alive. The Scout and Challenger. And that is just useful for the future. Alright. We got some good cards here.
Of course I'm ready. All right, let's mess some folks up.
Fine. I don't care if he attacks, because I'll just block with this. 2-for-1 him. Okay. Yeah, let's attack with the Scout. I don't care if they block him. We'll get at least 1 damage in. I might actually want to play Misfortune here too, because depending on who he tries to block with, if he tries to block. If he blocks with this, I'll play this card. I don't know if that's right. Maybe it's better if I just save Misfortune. Yeah. This isn't a big deal. All right. Then we can get 2 cards out. And that's very bad for him. And I get to attack again, so...
I ought to show you the sights of Bilgewater. The sights are fine.
The smells, on the other hand.
Alright, do I even attack with that? I don't think I do. I think I just do this. Question, do I want to pull this over? I can pull this over. Let's do this.
Gotta survey the battlefield.
If I do that, 4, 3, at least he can't kill Quinn.
That's Captain Fortune.
Oh man. Oh, it's so tempting to use that right now. But I would leave him alive, so unfortunately. I have to deal one more damage and then I feel safe to use that. Alright. Got there. Okay.
We're safe. For now.
So the first playthrough of that deck was successful, so it definitely felt a little faster than before. The power of the creatures is down a little bit, so as long as I can keep them coming and putting them on the battlefield and overwhelming them, that's good for me. But if they can get control of the board, then that will spell trouble for me, so I do have to watch out for that. Okay, so we've got a good one drop. That's nice removal. I don't know that I need it right now, though. 1, 2, 3. I do have a nice 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just keep it. I'll keep it. I'd like to see a creature at 2 for right now, but... Wow. Okay, then. We're just going to attack with that. I'll save that 2. I can use that in the future. What's nice about banking this 2 mana is I'm not really losing it, and I can use it whenever I need to have an ally and an enemy strike each other. Oh. Oh. Why wouldn't he just deal it to my creature? If I were him, I would have dealt it to the creature, but that's okay.
The Order rewards its faithful.
Okay.
I'm one of the good guys, but not that good.
They cannot hide.
Yeah. I don't care. I'll take 1. And I don't particularly want to use this on that, so we'll just pass. Alright, I feel like I can play this. I should have the board presence. Then I can use the single combat if I need to, so I'll also have a scout so I can get a double attack if everything works out here. I don't know what they're going to do, but... That's interesting. Okay. So 2, 4. That'll deal 3.
This is our way.
Let's see how they decide to block, and then I'll decide if I want to use this.
It's too late for you.
Alright, so that's going to have 3 dealt to it. I could have this kill this, and that would stay alive. Two, but then it would hit again. Um, this is weird, but let's do this. It's gonna create a lane for me to get some more damage in.
Love ya.
Blessed is motion.
Set sail.
And we definitely want to pull this down here. Alright, got their life down to 10. And we've got a board and they don't. This is good. Alright, we've got Quinn. Look at all this card advantage I have right now. This is basically draw a card, this is draw a card, this is draw a card. And then we buff everything up. I feel like I'm in a very good position right now. Yeah, so let's go ahead and...
Nothing gets between me and my mark.
We'll find
Let's
our
go ahead
enemies
and play
wherever they
Quinn.
hide.
And now I can just basically swing in attacking without abandon because I can just play all these card advantage cards out. I've got a lot of scouts too, so I can have double attack steps. I really don't care. You can attack me with that. I don't care.
I hope this works.
Alright, so we're going to attack with the scouts first.
This is our way.
Still heart, steady aim.
Alright, do I want to pull one over here? If I do, who does that one go after? He could kill something. Let's see. 2. That would be okay. If I do that, that's fine. We'll do that. Because this should kill that, and if he blocks with that, it should die. And then I can attack again, and I've got whatever I want left, basically. Oh. I mean, it's still gonna die, right? Unless you deal 2 to anything. Okay. Alright, let's see what he does. I only need to get 4 damage in. And it does make sense for me to just do this.
Guns blazing.
Always forward.
All eyes on me.
There you go, Misfortune. Get it. Get it. Bring home the win.
Cut the breath from them. Into darkness.
I feel like that ending just rubs salt in the wound.
Fortune smiles.
Fantastic. All right, we're almost there. All right, monkey, don't stand in my way. I'm almost at level 4 or 2. You go from 4 to 3 to 2. Yeah. Okay, we've got a 1. I don't need that. 2. It'd be nice to have a 3, but that's a good 4. Let's just see if we can't get a good 3 in. I really want to go 1, 2, 3. It's 3, but it's not a 3 drop. Okay, that's what I'm gonna overwhelm the board early. It's gonna be super fast. Please pass. Fantastic. All right. Do I get in 2 cheap damage, or do I try to Do I try to do a challenger removal type of thing? I guess it makes sense to try and do challenger. Because if I can get 2 damage in and remove something, that's better than just getting 2 damage in. But he could just play something that blocks too, you know?
Safety mode. Didn't build one.
Yeah, we are definitely doing that. I'll get the extra attack step.
Lucky shot.
And we get the 2 in. So that went as planned. I got the removal and the 2 damage. I think that's pretty ideal. What is that 1 mana he has left, and what's he going to do with that? Alright. So do I drop this? Or do I drop like a 2 and a 1? Stun an enemy. Okay, this is interesting. So this will bring me random 1 class follower. I think it's better if I play one of these. And then Valor. Let's drop Cythria and try to block.
My own story. Whoa! Hey!
Then we can do Valor. Alright, now I'm up 2 cards. Now the question is, do I try to get in 4 cheap damage, or I guess it's just the same decision as last time but on a bigger scale, because I have Challenger here. I could potentially remove something, and I've got Scouts here, so
Guide us.
I can do this a couple times. It's not a lot of power I've got on the board, 2, you know, but we've got some Challenger, we've got some Scout,
Less is motion.
so, you know, let's do that.
Needs more.
They'll play something, and then I get another attack step.
How can I help?
This is our way.
I'll let him block where he wants to block. So I kind of want to save my Challenger to take out something like another 3/2 type of creature. He's going to block there anyway, so that's okay. Alright, I got half their life down. So, I'm running out of cards. They do have more cards than I do. But I do have Quinn, and that's really awesome. Oh. So I can either play Quinn, which I think I want to do, or I can play all these other ones out, which I don't think I'm going to do. I think I'm going to play Quinn.
Nothing gets between me and my mark.
We'll find our enemies.
Because I've got
wherever
Scouts
they
now.
hide.
I can attack on the next turn right away. Sneak some damage in. We got some Challenger. And then I can play some creatures and do another attack step. And if I can get any damage in, I've got this Jagged Butcher, so we'll see what happens with that. Ho ho.
Always forward.
Just like hunting thresher geese.
Misfortune. What's up, Misfortune? So we can play out a lot of stuff now.
For the hand!
3-1-1. This can't block. I'm like really curious now. 3, and then that's 2 cards. That's 2 cards. Let's put this down so we can get the challenger. We'll go Jagged Butcher, then we'll go Misfortune.
There's plenty of killing there.
Fortune favors the bold.
The ocean is no
And then
place for
unless they have some kind of
This is our way.
crazy spell,
The dead don't need riches.
this should be it. Yeah. There we go. All right, we got there. Okay.
Solid, huh? Great. Now let's get back out there.
All right. So I'll tell you what. If we just went from 3 to 2, let's keep going. Let's keep climbing. And I got here pretty rapidly too. So I'm pleased with this deck, and I think the changes that I made were pretty good changes. It felt faster. It felt like the deck was doing what I wanted it to. I was able to lower the mana curve down to closer to where the 1s and the 2s are, and I think that made a big difference. So I'm enjoying this deck a lot, but I don't know. What do you guys think about the changes that I made to the deck? Do you have any other suggestions? I'd be glad to know. Make sure to leave them in the comments. And if you haven't already, I'd appreciate if you consider liking this video if this is content you want to see in the future, as well as subscribing and hitting that bell notification so you know when I release more of these. And I will catch you in the next one.